So today we'll be talking about alcohol and marijuana, and I'll be telling you 6 reasons why marijuana is better than alcohol. Stay tuned, but before we go right into the video, let's look at a quick disclaimer. Overdose. Alcohol drinking can be fatal, and one can even die from it just after 5 minutes of binge drinking.
In 2016, WHO reported that every year 3 million deaths result from harmful use of alcohol globally. And the Center for Disease Control and Prevention says that there are 88,000 deaths each year attributed to alcohol. 25,000 of them are direct overdoses.
In contrast with weed,
a 16-year-old study of more than 65,000 Americans published in the American Journal of Public Health found that marijuana users were not more likely to die earlier than healthy people who did not use cannabis.
Besides, there has never been a single case of a person dying from the overdose of marijuana.
Another study found that a fatal dose of marijuana is to smoke about 660 kilograms of marijuana in 15 minutes. So it's really going to be difficult to overdose on marijuana.
The second is crime rates. When it comes to substances that put others at a risk of getting hurt or at a risk of hurting others, alcohol is considered to cause the most harm.
The National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism estimates that 25 to 30% of violent crimes in the United States are linked to the use of alcohol. And according to the National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence, alcohol is a factor in 40% of all violent crimes.
And luckily, marijuana has no correlation with crime rates. In fact, the government does not track the violent acts specifically related to marijuana use because the use has not been associated with violence or crime. A third one is cancer. Alcohol has been associated with different types of cancer, including
liver, colon, lungs, esophagus, pancreas cancers, whereas weed has not been associated with any form of cancer. In November 2017, a group of the nation's top cancer doctors issued a statement asking people to drink less. They cited strong evidence that drinking alcohol as little as a glass of wine or beer a day increases the risk of developing both pre- and post-menopausal breast cancer. The U.S. Department of Health lists alcohol as a known human carcinogen. Research highlighted by National Cancer Institute suggests that the more alcohol you drink, particularly the more you drink regularly, the higher your risk of developing cancer. And in contrast, in the early 2000s, UCLA researchers conducted a comprehensive study of the cancer risk of smoking cannabis, and they were surprised to find that smoking weed, even heavy regular weed smoking, doesn't lead to lung cancer, doesn't lead to throat cancer, or any other type of head or neck cancers.
Another reason why marijuana is better than alcohol is that alcohol has been linked to different health problems such as...
And according to WHO in 2018, alcohol contributed to more than 200 diseases and injury-related health conditions, ranging from liver diseases, road injuries, violence to cancers, cardiovascular diseases, suicides, tuberculosis, and HIV/AIDS. And weed, in contrast, has been used to improve the quality of life because of its tremendous medicinal properties, and it's linked to effectively increased appetite. It alleviates stress, depression, and reduces chronic pain. The CBD in it stops the growth of cancer cells, and the THC shrinks tumors. It helps with sclerosis, multiple sclerosis, Crohn's disease, and in June 2018, CBD, which is a compound found in marijuana, has been recognized by the FDA for the treatment of certain forms of epilepsy. And this is after a research showed far less seizures by patients who were given cannabis rather than placebo. In fact, a recent report has it that 67% of doctors are in favor of using marijuana for medical purposes.
Alcohol is more addictive than marijuana. According to a 1998 report
on the National Institute on Drug Abuse (NIDA), alcohol's addiction is significantly greater than that of marijuana based on a number of indicators. And in contrast, marijuana users are less likely to be dependent on the use of marijuana.
Another reason is decrease in sex drive. Alcohol is known to decrease sex drive in women.
And up to 70% of men who drink heavily will suffer from erectile dysfunction and premature ejaculations. Plus, 60% of STDs are transmitted when alcohol is in the mix. And in contrast, marijuana greatly enhances sex. It heightens your senses and makes the experience a bit better and pleasurable and also enjoyable. Alcohol leads to a lot of sexual situations and sexual violence and harassment and sexual difficulties.
Having given 6 reasons why marijuana is better than alcohol, this does not mean that marijuana is totally safe or 100% safe. I'm more concerned about the benefits that outweighs the harm. Having said this, I'll give you a list of people that should avoid marijuana. Children below the age of 18, and in some countries it has been extended to adults below the age of 21. This is because at this stage, the brain is still underdeveloped, and taking marijuana may alter the chemistry that helps in the development of the brain. Another set of people that should avoid marijuana are pregnant or lactating women.